Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello my friend, my name is Fikram Shah. You can call me Kram. I am student at Rumah Bayar Bersama. A place to studying the Arabic and mathematics, learn reading and waiting for kids, riset Quran, etc. I live in Bulukumba, Regency, South Sulawesi, Provinsi Indonesia. Now I am seven at Sepang Elementary School. My hobby are playing game and sport that's about me. Let me start. Lesson 37. A message from New Year. The Robinson were expecting Grace for dinner. The Grace, whoa, were all collegios of Mr. Robinson were due to arrive at 6:30. It was a quarter past 7, but they still hadn't appeared. I wonder what has happened to him. Mrs. Robinson asked her husband, "Did you tell them how to get here?" "Of course I did," Mr. Robinson appeared. "I sent them the detailed instruction and enclosed a sketch map." Perhaps they had an excited. Mrs. Robinson sang west with the coming by car. "As far as I know," Mr. Star Robinson said. Suddenly the telephone rang, and Mrs. Star Robinson ran to answer it. "Bill," she said, "you wanted on the phone." Mr. Robinson picked up the receiver. "Is that you, Bill?" I said. "I'm sorry, Bill, right?" We laughed away. We talked from turning about and miles back. "I am ringing from a public call box in a small village." "What's the name of the village?" Mr. Robinson asked. "That's the trouble," the boy said. "We don't know. This village doesn't seem to be marked on the map." Lesson 38. Babysitting. Before she left, Mrs. Soms gave last-minute instruction to the baby sister, a young girl of 17. The girl had never done babysitting before, and Mrs. Soms was a little anxious. "Make yourself comfortable, Carol," Mrs. Soms said. "I'll prepare a toy of good for you. It's on the table. You can, of course, listen to the radio or look at the television, but don't have it on the loud because you might wake our little boy." Sound carries truly in this cause. If the baby wakes up, go to his room and stay there for a few minutes. He'll go back to sleep immediately. Anyway, he's 4 years old, so you should have any trouble. My husband and I will be back at about 11 o'clock. Mr. and Mrs. Sams returned rather later than they had expected. A light was still on in the living room, and the television could just be heard. Mrs. Sams went to the living room immediately and come out a giant woman little holding the baby. "What was he doing there?" Mr. Sams exclaimed. He's wide awake. "He was looking at the television," Mrs. Sams said. "Where's Carol?" Mr. Sams asked. "She's there in the living room. She's fast asleep." Lesson 39. Monday morning. Monday morning is always the worst morning of the week. Everybody is sleepy. Everybody is better breath. Everybody is in a hurry. Last Monday was even worse than usual. "Hurry up, Dick!" Father shouted as he banged on the bedroom door. "I've got a train to catch. I am shaving," Dad answered. "I'll be out in a minute. Breakfast ready?" Mother searched from the kitchen, and she could narrowly came upstairs to see what was going on. Where's David? She asked. Is he still in bed? She knocked at his bedroom door loudly. You'd better get up. She called. It's a quarter to 8. Your breakfast getting cold. I don't feel like any breakfast, David number. I'll have another 5 minutes sleep instead. Mother was about to go into his room and drag him out of me. When the doorbell rang, she hurried downstairs to open the door. It was the postman. Good morning, Mrs. Corfu. He sighed cheerfully. It's a lovely day, isn't it? You will think so if you live here. Mother answered on Mondays. This place is ideal, a madhouse. Lesson 14. Look where you're going. One thing that has always impressed me about the Prince Hotel is the long line of glass doors at the entrance. The last time I stayed there, I got a surprise because some workmen were sticking ugly beds of gold tape on the glass doors. What are you doing that for? I asked one of the workmen. You will spoil the appearance of the building. We've been ordered to stick this tape on. A workman answered, because so many people try to approach these doors. Last year, several residents were seriously injured, and five of the doors were broken. I don't believe it. I said, anyone can see a glass door. Why? That's the first thing you notice about this building. You'd be surprised at the number of people who don't have noticed that these doors are made of glass. The workman answered, I've never heard of such monsters. I exclaimed suddenly. There was a loud crash a few years away from us. Sure enough, an unfortunate visitor had walked straight into one of the glass doors. He was rubbing his forehead and staring angrily at the glass door in front of him. You said what? I mean, the workman said. Lesson 41. The Balkan Express. The first person I saw as soon as returned from my holidays was my grandfather. He opened the front door for me and stood there, looking me up and down in amazement. What the first? The matter with you? He asked. I was dragged into the living room and sank exhausted into an armchair. I watched her put to explain my appearance. I was pale as heaven, dirty and tired out after my journey. I've been traveling on the Balkan Express, I mumbled weakly, and I even eating a thing for Apple. 18 hours. As I didn't get a shit, I spent most of my time in the corridor where I was nearly trampled to death. The Balkan Express, my grandfather exclaimed. When I was a young man, that was a wonderful train. There was a permanent dining car, and you get some of the best food and wins in Europe. I can't even remember a time when a BBC orchestra one employed to play to the passengers during meal times. He looked me up and down again, then added with a sigh. You call with the old Balkan Express for comfort. Times have changed, grandfather, I said sadly. Judging from your appearance, my boy, he answered, David, change for the worse. Now you go and have a nice hot bath. And I'll go use something warm to drink. Lesson 42. Boys will be boys. On Saturday morning, the postman delivered a large parcel from Tony. The parcel contained a birthday present and I had a use in time. Tommy looked at the stamps on the packet. It's from Uncle Bill, he shouted excitedly. I haven't touched Uncle Bill was in America. He had not forgotten Tommy's birthday. Mother made Tommy promise not to open the parcel until the following day. Your birthday is not tomorrow, she said. You shall open it in the morning together with your other present. The next day, father was just as excited as Tommy when they discovered that the parcel contained an electric train set. Let's go upstairs and put it together, father said. Tommy reminded with his father for about and a half, but finally but wait, Brian said and went into the living room to see the rest of his present. At about lunchtime, Tommy's mother came into the living room. Where's your father? She asked. I've been looking for him everywhere. He's upstairs, Mom. Tommy answered. He put my trunks together this morning and he's been playing with it never since. By practicing English every day, I am sure we can be fluent soon because it really helps to understand more. See you next reading. I am Ikram. We are the future of the world. Misi rumah belajar bersama. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.